I used to believe that my failures defined me, that my setbacks were permanent. But then I discovered a powerful truth. God's love is stronger than any problem we face. Today, I'm sharing how this realization changed everything for me. Have you ever felt like you're drowning in disappointment? That's where I found myself not long ago. Each setback felt like another weight pulling me down. I questioned my worth, my purpose, and whether things would ever improve. But in my darkest moment, I experienced something unexpected. I felt a presence, comforting, strong, and filled with love. It was God, reminding me that His love surpasses any challenge I face. This realization was the turning point in my journey from despair to hope. It transformed how I view my struggles and myself. In this video, I'll share how recognizing God's unwavering presence can reshape your perspective and reignite your sense of purpose. Have you ever felt like you're facing a storm alone? I've been there, and I want to share something powerful I've learned. God's presence is our ultimate shelter in life's toughest moments. When challenges hit, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. But here's the amazing truth. God's presence provides strength and protection that goes beyond our understanding. It's like having an unbreakable shield, a force field of divine love that surrounds us, even when everything else seems to be falling apart. Think about times in your life when you felt lost or uncertain. Maybe you're in one of those seasons right now. God acts as our safe spot during these moments. Imagine a lighthouse guiding ships through a dark, stormy night. That's how God's presence works in our lives. It's a beacon of hope, showing us the way when we can't see clearly. But it's more than just guidance. God's presence is also our solid ground when everything else feels shaky. Picture yourself standing on a rock in the middle of crashing waves. The water may be chaotic all around, but you remain steady. That's the stability God's presence brings to our lives. Now let's talk about the incredible power of God's love. It's not just a comforting thought, it's a transformative force. God's love is stronger than any problem, worry, or fear we might face. It's like comparing a candle to the sun. Our problems may seem big to us, but they're small in comparison to God's infinite love and power. This doesn't mean our challenges magically disappear, but it does mean we have an unwavering source of strength to face them. When we truly grasp this, it changes how we approach difficulties. Instead of being paralyzed by fear, we can move forward with confidence, knowing we're backed by something far greater than ourselves. I remember a time when I felt completely overwhelmed by a situation in my life. It seemed like there was no way out, but in that moment, I felt God's presence so strongly. It was as if a warm light enveloped me, reminding me that I wasn't alone in my struggle. This presence didn't make my problems vanish, but it gave me the courage and strength to face them. God's presence in tough times isn't just about comfort, it's about transformation. It's like a master sculptor working with clay. The process might be uncomfortable, even painful at times, but the result is something beautiful. Our challenges, when faced with God by our side, can shape us into stronger, more compassionate, and more faithful individuals. Here's something crucial to remember. God's presence isn't limited to the good times. In fact, it's often in our darkest moments that we can experience God's love most profoundly. It's like stars. They're always there, but we see them most clearly in the darkness of night. This unwavering presence brings a peace that defies logic. Even when circumstances haven't changed, knowing God is with us can calm our hearts and minds. It's a reminder that we're part of a bigger story, one where love ultimately triumphs over every challenge we face. So what does this mean for our daily lives? It means we're never truly alone in our struggles. Every moment, every challenge, every victory, God is there, actively involved in our lives. This knowledge can revolutionize how we approach each day. Now that we've explored how God's presence sustains us through tough times, let's dive into something truly transformative: how our setbacks can become opportunities for incredible growth. Have you ever faced a challenge that seemed insurmountable? Maybe you're in the midst of one right now. It's natural to feel discouraged, even defeated. But what if I told you that these very struggles could be the foundation for your greatest victories? God has a remarkable way of turning our difficulties into stepping stones. It's not just about overcoming obstacles, it's about being transformed by them. Think of it like a caterpillar entering a cocoon. The process is uncomfortable, even painful, but it's necessary for the butterfly to emerge. In my own life, I've experienced this transformation firsthand. There was a time when I lost my job unexpectedly. It felt like my world was crumbling. But looking back, I can see how that setback pushed me to pursue a path I'd always dreamed of, but never had the courage to follow. What seemed like a disaster became the catalyst for a fulfilling new career. This isn't just my story. The Bible is filled with examples of people whose greatest setbacks became setups for incredible comebacks. Joseph was sold into slavery by his own brothers, yet he ultimately became a powerful leader who saved nations from famine. David faced a giant with nothing but a sling and unwavering faith, emerging as a hero and future king. These stories remind us that God specializes in turning trials into testimonies. But here's the key: maintaining faith even when success isn't immediate. It's easy to trust when everything is going well. The real test comes when we're in the middle of the storm with no end in sight. Remember, God's timing often differs from ours. What we see as a delay might be God's way of preparing us for something greater than we could have imagined. It's like a farmer planting seeds. There's a period where nothing seems to be happening above ground, but beneath the surface, roots are growing stronger every day. This perspective shift is powerful. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" we can start asking, "What can I learn from this?" Every challenge becomes an opportunity to grow in patience, resilience, and faith. It's not always easy, but it's always worth it. God promises to turn our struggles into victories and our sorrow into joy. This doesn't mean we won't face difficulties, but it does mean that those difficulties have a purpose. They're refining us, much like fire refines gold, burning away impurities and leaving something precious behind. When we embrace this truth, it changes how we approach every situation in life. Suddenly, that difficult coworker becomes an opportunity to practice patience and kindness. That financial setback becomes a chance to learn better stewardship and trust in God's provision. That health challenge becomes a pathway to deeper empathy for others who are suffering. It's important to remember that this transformation often happens gradually. Just as a muscle grows stronger through repeated use, our faith and character are strengthened through facing and overcoming challenges. Each small victory builds upon the last, creating a foundation for even greater achievements. So, the next time you face a setback, try to see it through this lens. Ask yourself, how might God be using this to prepare me for something greater? Look for the lessons, the growth opportunities, hidden within the challenge. You might be surprised at what you discover. Now that we've explored how setbacks can become opportunities, let's talk about something truly exciting: embracing your unique purpose. Each of us has been created with special gifts and talents that are meant to be used for a greater good. Have you ever felt like you were made for something more? That feeling isn't just wishful thinking, it's a reflection of the truth. God has designed you with a specific purpose in mind, and recognizing your unique talents is the first step towards fulfilling that purpose. Think about the things that come naturally to you, the activities that make you lose track of time. These aren't coincidences, they're clues to your divine calling. Maybe you have a gift for listening and comforting others, or perhaps you can solve complex problems with ease. These talents are like pieces of a puzzle, revealing the bigger picture of your purpose. But here's the thing: recognizing your talents is just the beginning. The real magic happens when you start using them. It's like having a beautiful instrument. It's not enough to admire it. You need to play it to create music. When you use your God-given talents, you're not just benefiting yourself. You're contributing to the world in a way that only you can. Living with integrity and authenticity is crucial in this journey. It's about aligning your actions with your beliefs and values. When you live authentically, you're honoring the unique person God created you to be. This alignment isn't always easy, but it's incredibly rewarding. It's like finding the perfect fit. Suddenly, everything feels right. Authenticity also allows you to become a beacon of hope for others. When you're true to yourself and your purpose, you inspire those around you. I've seen this in my own life. When I started embracing my passion for encouraging others, I noticed that people were drawn to the genuine joy and enthusiasm I had. It wasn't about being perfect. It was about being real. Sharing God's love with others is a powerful way to live out your purpose. It's not about grand gestures. Often, it's the small acts of kindness that make the biggest impact. A listening ear, a helping hand, or a word of encouragement can change someone's entire day, or even their life. When you share love, you're not just helping others. You're also growing in your own faith and purpose. As you walk this path, you'll likely face negativity and doubt, both from others and from within yourself. It's crucial to learn to ignore these voices and focus on your personal journey. Remember, not everyone will understand your path, and that's okay. Your journey is unique to you, and it's between you and God. Staying focused on your personal growth doesn't mean you become selfish. Instead, it allows you to become the best version of yourself, which in turn enables you to help others more effectively. It's like putting on your own oxygen mask first in an airplane. You need to be strong to help those around you. True greatness doesn't come from comparing yourself to others or seeking external validation. It comes from perseverance and staying true to yourself. Every time you choose to use your talents, live with integrity, or share love with others, you're growing in greatness. It's a journey of small, consistent steps that lead to profound change. As we wrap up, remember this key truth. God's love and support are constant, even in our darkest moments. You're never alone in your struggles. Trust in God's plan and timing, knowing He's always working for your good. Even when things seem uncertain or difficult, have faith that everything will turn out well. Prayer is a powerful tool for finding comfort, direction, and strength. Take time each day to connect with God, sharing your hopes and fears. He's always listening and ready to guide you. God has extraordinary plans in store for you. Stay open to the wonders ahead. As you move forward, hold on to this promise. Trust in my plan for you, for it is crafted with an endless depth of love and a vision for your ultimate joy and fulfillment. Your journey is just beginning, and with God by your side, amazing things await.